Hi and welcome back to my channel. So today I'm going to do a walk around of my 2020 GSA and how I set it up for rally riding. So if you're interested in that, stick around.
Dang, this looks like a cliff. I mean, this is a cliff. All right, I can do it. Hang on, let me figure out which way we go. I think we stay, I don't know. Yeah, no big deal.
Okay, starting at the front of the bike, you can see I use a headlight guard, but that's not a big deal. The important thing is my lighting. I do run clear water lights, the Ericas and the Darlas. Since we're here, I'll talk about my Dunlop Trail Max missions here, and I'll give you some tread depth. But those have been really good to me, and I know they'll last the entire rally, so that's why I run those. I use a total of 3 different toll tags. Sun Pass for Florida. This is a North Carolina one, and my Texas one is inside here. It works for there. So, also on the front, I run an extended visor up top that helps me be able to drink coffee. Gets a little more air over me. I can drink coffee while on the fly. From the rider cockpit, I use 2 nav 6s. I know not everyone's a fan of nav 6s, but I am. My tank bag, this is the SW Motec. It's not the one I used during the rally. I used the GS City, the bigger one, and this is the trial. The city one comes down a little more, and I felt like it bothered me this way. This seems to work fine. I do run the big map pouch up top. It works good for holds a full-size piece of paper, and as you can see, it still has my bingo card from the IBR. I'm using a quad lock phone mount, and I did make one change. I don't always like to run my phone out like this. The heat just gets to them, they overheat, and then I have a problem. So I ran the charging head during the IBR, and it's smaller, and I had a hard time with gloves on getting the phone on and off. So I did away with that and just went to this one. I can get this with my gloves on. Additionally, the way I have my power cord set up, I had to unplug the charging pod every time I fueled up because I got to remove my tank bag, and I'll show you what I do. So I have one cord that runs from here. I go inside the tank bag. There's a data port inside that allows me to charge my headset, and then I run my phone cord back out. So I have to unplug this every time to take my tank bag off to get fuel. I run the spot tracker. This is a Gen 3. Simple enough, it works great, it's fine. I used to put it in my pocket of my climb jacket, but I can't see the lights and know it's flashing. I had an issue with it in a rally before, so I leave it on my handlebar so I can see the lights so I know it's tracking. Besides the lights, I run some highway pegs up here. These are made by Adventure Designs, and the mounts are actually made from a guy off the ADV Rider forum. Keeps them nice and tucked in and just gives me another place to stretch out and put my legs. My seat. So seats are real popular when it comes to long distance riding. This is the Wunderlich Active Comfort. I used it during the LDX rally last year, 7 days, and I thought it was fine. I will say during the IBR of 11 days, it was not fine. There's a seam that runs right here, and that seam is what got me here and here. So I'm either going to try to have it recovered or just do away with it. So when it comes to the back of the bike, I run my Seals custom fabrication fuel tank. It gives me an extra 3.2 gallons. And I run a Pelican Air top box that is removable. So for this, and it comes straight off. So I mentioned the Dunlop tires. So these tires have just over 14,000 miles on them. And still has plenty of tread depth. And again, that's with 14,000 miles.